Okay, hello. Hi guys. Welcome to Vedantu. Welcome to We Learn English. We all are going to learn. It's all live. It's all online. So how are you guys doing? Fantastic, mind-blowing, superb, amazing, awesome. Yeah, don't get surprised or something. I'm the same person with a slight change in my look. Okay. So welcome to We Learn English, all of you. All right. So what is that we are going to learn today is wait. Oh, thank you for the compliments, guys. Thank you for the compliments. Uh, Leggings is calling me beautiful. No, don't call me. Thank you. Great, yeah. So we are going to learn. What is the topic? I forgot the topic. Am I acting to forget the topic? Yes, I am. Because you see, before I want to begin the topic, I want to give you some pro news. You know, so my champions, I want to give you some pro news. What is that pro news? Are you all excited to know the pro news? If you want to know the pro news, make sure you like the video right now. Okay, express your love by liking the video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel. So let's see, let's check. So this is the pro news that I want to talk about. 1 minute. There's a full screen here. So you see, everything in life should be upgraded to pro. Like if you have an iPhone Pro, if you have Amazon Pro, if you have Netflix Pro, everything is becoming pro. So Vedantu is also pro. So look at this here. So use this website, use this link that is vdnt.in/YT Pro, that is YouTube Pro. So go on to this link and check the amazing courses that Vedantu is offering. Okay, on this amazing platform. So you go on to this link, and the very first step, the very first option that you get is you select your grade. Look at the pro courses here, the pro subscription. Okay, so you select your grade, for example, the 6th grade. Then the second step is you select the target. Now, target gives you an option to select which board are you in, CBSE, ICSE, state board, etc. Then the third step is you click on this get subscription. When you just before you click on the get subscription option, you get all these options here. You see all the features of the pro subscription. So you can boost your preparation. You can make your preparation better with this pro subscription. You have so many options. The best part is you get a 30-day free trial. First of all, you see this 30-day free trial. Once your trial is over, if you after you complete your 30-day free trial, you get so many options. You see, right from 1 month subscription, 3 month subscription, half yearly, or even 12-month subscription. For example, if you select CBSE Pro Lite subscription, that is a 1 month subscription for the 6th grade. Usually the price is 4,000 rupees. Usually the price is 4,000 rupees, but then we are, because of this challenging situation, just to make sure your education is not affected, and also to make sure that your education is not expensive, so we have brought the price down to 2699. So you can avail this amazing discount of 1300 rupees, that is 1301 rupees, you using my coupon code. If you want to know my coupon code is, it's DG Pro, right? The coupon code, my coupon code is as cool as I am. It sounds as cool as I am, right? As cool as we are. So let's say DG Pro, DG Pro. You can actually just simply sing it, DG Pro, DG Pro. Okay, don't say DJ, huh? It's DG. So use this code DG Pro and get this amazing discount of 1300 rupees, and go for the subscription. Click on buy now. These are the amazing options you get, amazing features. So when it's all interactive here, you get these benefits. What are the benefits? You have access to all the live classes, which are conducted by India's best master teachers on our platform. You get personalized attention in the class because, of course, that is possible. We make sure you get personal attention in your class in the sessions. You have full recordings available of all the classes, along with the notes, assignments, tests will be mailed to you, and much more. And if you see, the complete curriculum looks like this. The complete curriculum just looks like this. You have a structured long term. So when you enroll with Vedantu, you will be, your learning will be more organized. Okay, your learning will be more organized. For example, if you see on YouTube, we are learning. You may learn from other sources also, but then it's not organized at all. You don't know what is going on with the timetable, or which topic is taught when. You're not informed, you're not intimated, and uh, the learning is not organized. But on Vedantu platform, on a Wave platform that we use at Vedantu, there is whiteboard, audio, visual, amazing technology that we use at Vedantu. It's all organized. So you have a structured long-term batch which will be in sync with your curriculum. You will have all the chapter-wise micro courses available. Okay, to cover one topic at a time. You can see you will have at least 2 live classes for each chapter. At least 2 live classes for each chapter every month. You have complete crash course just before the exam to revise the entire syllabus. And the best part is you have the freedom to make your own study plan and curriculum because you can decide the schedule when you want the lectures to be scheduled. You will have the option to select from the different slots of timings. Okay, so isn't it fantastic? I wish we had Vedantu. I wish I had Vedantu when I was a student. Okay, unfortunately, it was not there. So, but then for you guys are lucky enough. So go for this. You have test series, assignments, learning material. You will have regular performance reports as well. So all that was there in the pro subscription. So make sure you enroll with pro subscription at Vedantu. All right. So with Vedantu's pro subscription, become a pro. All right. Are you all ready to become a pro? I'm sure most of you are excited to become a pro member by enrolling for pro subscription at Vedantu. Okay, perfect, perfect. Sai has this doubt: is this 2699 for the whole year? No, 2699 for this monthly subscription. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, awesome. Papa Ki Princess, no, you're not late. You're just on time. You're just on time. What's your name, by the way, Princess? Chalo, theek hai. Let's get started here. So the topic that we are doing is subject-verb agreement, subject-verb concord. This topic is also called concord. So if you see this word concord, it's actually pronounced concord. Concord. It just means agreement. The word concord means agreement. So subject-verb agreement. Let's see what it is. So you're going to learn that topic with your DG, sir. That's what my uh, you can say acronym is. It's DG, Dhiraj Gobeja. You can see that on the image. I've been teaching English for more than 9 years, taught and mentored more than 10,000 students so far, and I've also trained more than 1,000 people on communication skills as well. Because, as you guys know, I'm not only an academic English teacher, but then I'm a human psychologist and a communication coach as well. So I have been training people to speak English better, faster, more fluently, and of course, the personality development as well. Okay, perfect. So, okay, let's get started. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe right now. I would be really sad if you miss any learning here. Just to make sure you do not miss any kind of amazing learning on this channel, and you are on track with the topics that we are doing. You don't miss any topics. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that you keep getting regular updates. So before I begin the topic, here is a fun riddle for you guys. Look at this here. I speak without a mouth and I hear without ears. I have no body, but come alive. I come alive with wind. What am I? Okay, thank you, Anushka. Look at this here. I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. Can you guess what it is? What am I? Bacteria. Jay has answered bacteria. Then Monisha, thunder. Purushottam, sound. Okay, let's check. The answer is echo. It's an echo. You see? Yeah, I speak without a mouth. Okay, and I can hear without ears. I have no body, but I can come alive with wind. So it's echo. All right, perfect, perfect. चलो ठीक है. For those who guess the answer, or even if you had a similar answer, good job, all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, put yourself on the top gear. Okay, let's ride. Let's have a ride of this subject-verb agreement. Let's ride into the ride of subject-verb agreement. Let's learn this topic together. See, as we all know what a subject is, we all know what a subject is, and we all know what a verb is. This part is clear. So everybody knows what a subject is, any noun or pronoun before the verb, that is a doer of the action. We all know what a verb is. So verb is not only action, but then it shows state of being, state of having, and state of doing. So we are very much clear with what a subject and a verb is. Okay, I hope all of you are clear there. But then what is a subject-verb agreement? What is the subject verb agreement Concord talks about? It means that the subject and verb in a sentence should agree or match. Otherwise, the sentence will not sound right. For example, imagine if I say, I is a teacher. For example, if I say, I is a teacher. So I'm using the subject I, but then I'm using the wrong verb. I'm saying I is. That's not subject verb agreement, right? So the verb has been used incorrectly, so it does not agree with the subject. So we have to make sure that the verb agrees with the subject. So this understanding, this concept of subject verb agreement is called concord, or you simply call it subject verb agreement. That's what it means. All right, chalo, theek hai. Let's check. So, but let's understand what is syntax. If you use this word syntax, syntax just means sentence formation. And your sentence formation will be correct only when the subject and verb agreement is proper. Look at this here. So, the syntax is a rule of placing the verbs in agreement with the subject's number and person. In agreement, matlab, it should be used correctly. Okay, the verb should be used correctly according to the subject, according to the subject's number and person as well. Let's look at some general rules. Look at some general rules. Let's look at the use of the verb be. So the verb be. So different forms of subject in persons and numbers. So look at this here. Look at the first person pronoun. How the first person pronouns are used. I am. We are. Look at the second person. You are. Third person. He is. They are. But then even if you want to talk about past tense, you say I was. But then when you say you, when we say you were, okay. Similarly, he was, we were, you were, they were. Same with when you want to use the having verb. So I have, you have, he has, we have, you have, they have. And if there is a past tense, it is the same for all subjects. I had, you had, he had, we had, you had, they had. The doing verbs. I do, we do, you do, but then he does. Look at this here. So when there is a third person singular, we say he or she does. So even if it's a past tense, if it's a past tense did, it remains the same. So I did, you did, he did, we did, you did, and they did. So this is a very general understanding, a very basic understanding, as we all know. The verb agrees with the subject. Okay, in number as well as person. What do I mean by in number? So when I say the verb must agree with its subject in number that is singular and plural. That's what we mean by number. So of course, if it's a singular verb, if it's a singular subject, we use a singular verb, plural subject, we use a plural verb. And if it's a first person pronoun, we use a verb accordingly. Second person pronoun, we use a verb accordingly. Third person pronoun, we use a verb accordingly. So it changes. So that's why it is with the number and the person as well. By person, we mean first person, second person, third person. All right. Let's check the rules now. Let's look at some top commonly confusing rules here. So this topic becomes confusing for many students. Most of you demanded for this topic. Most of you asked for this topic. So here I am with your request, with your demand, the DG grammar. As I'm calling this the DG grammar. So you're learning grammar with DG. Okay. So if you like this, if you like my new acrostic for the name, that is the DG, right? The DG, you're learning grammar with DG. So hit the like button. If you really like it, hit the like button, and I'm sure we can start the rules right now. Okay. So this is the first session. This is the first session of subject verb agreement. So we will try to cover 13 to 14 rules here. Altogether, we have 25 plus rules, but then in this session, I'll try to cover, let's see how many we can cover. Let's try to cover 13 to 14. Let's see. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, welcome all of you. Fasten your seatbelts, stay tuned, and let's get started. Look at this here. The first rule. Let's look at the first rule. A singular subject takes the verb in singular, and plural subject takes the verb in plural. This is something that we all know. There is a cat. Okay. There are 3 cats. This is okay because, of course, we are talking about plural, more than one. They are happy because we're talking about more than one. So, of course, the pronoun they is used, a plural pronoun they. So, they are happy. Now, look at this here. Now, look at this here. We use a but there is a singular subject takes a plural verb in the subjunctive mood. Guys, have you come across sentences like this? If the story were true. For example, if I say, I wish I were in your place. Or if I say, I wish I were taller. Have you heard sentences like this? I wish I were taller. I wish I were rich. So when you express a sentence, when you express your wish in a sentence, when you express some situation which is not true and which you wish that it would be true, which you wish that it was true. So we say were. Okay, we don't say was. For example, if you see, if the story, logically it should be was, right? But the rule is, if there is a subjunctive mood, if you're making a wish, if there is a wish conveyed, either a wish, or the uh, the opposite situation, either the wish or the opposite situation. For example, if you say, now you're listening to some story, if you're listening to some story and you know the story is not true, but let's say if you're imagining the situation opposite, the opposite situation, you're basically the imagination is happening. If the story were true, this is all unreal, right? You're imagining. So story agar such hoti, so the story were true. We don't say that if the story was true, how would it matter? That's when we use the subjunctive mood. For example, if I say, I wish I was rich, that's incorrect. I wish I was rich. I would say, I wish I were rich. So this is one of the rules of subject verb agreement. Perfect, perfect. Yes, Ayush says, I wish I were prince. All the best, and I hope you will get a princess soon. Ayush will blush now. Anyway, chalo, theek hai. Let's look at the second rule. Look at the second rule. The second one is, an uncountable noun, though plural in sense, it takes a verb in singular form. There are nouns that we use which are uncountable and they give you plural sense. For example, if you say, her hair is grey. So when I say her hair, hair, of course, you're talking about all the hair on your head. You're not talking about one strand of hair. You're not talking about strands of hair here. You're talking about all the hair on your head is the mass of hair. Not the total collection of the hair that we have on our head is hair. No, that's hair, right? So her hair is grey. See, look at this here. I'm saying is grey. Even though when we say hair on her head, of course, because it is uncountable, you simply cannot count it. But it's obviously more than one, right? Obviously, it is more than one. It's an uncountable noun. It gives you the plural sense. It gives you the plural sense, but the verb is singular. But it still takes a singular verb. Even if you take the example of grass, the grass is getting long. So let's say, for example, when you say grass, the grass growing in some lane, in some garden, the grass in the garden. So if you look at some grass in the garden, there is not one strand of grass. You're not looking at one strand of grass. You're looking at maybe a lot of strands of grass together. So that's why we say the grass, because it is uncountable. You're not concerned about counting each strand of grass. You're simply saying the grass. So it is of course more than one. It is plural in sense, but it takes a singular verb. So the grass is getting long. You see? Perfect. Is this clear, guys? Tell me how clear this is. The second one. If it's crystal clear, tell me in the chat box right now. Crystal clear. Yeah. Just tell me in the chat box. If this is crystal clear, type crystal clear. Okay, Smriti, that's what your name is. I'm looking like a hero of South India. South Indian hero. Oh, okay. Thank you, Laksha. Okay, that's. I'm wondering if that's a compliment, but thank you. Okay, thank you. Pizza clear, crystal clear, rabdi clear, all of that. Perfect. Nice. Chalo, theek hai. Let's look at the third rule. Let's look at the third rule. See, for example, when we want to use the plus some adjective, we can use the plus adjective with a plural verb to refer to some group of people in society. For example, if I say the old are generally respected. Now, when I say the old, we are talking about old people generally. In general, we are not being specific, but I'm using the adjective old. This is not noun, right? Even if you see the poor are not always honest. Even though the adjective is always singular, but here we're talking about the group of old people. When I say the poor are not always dishonest, did I read honest? Sorry about that. So the poor are not always dishonest. We see what we're trying to say? The poor. So all the poor people is what we're talking about. So we're using the plus adjective. So when the plus adjective is used to talk about some group of people in a society, the verb is plural. So the old are generally respected. The poor are not is, okay, not always dishonest. Perfect. Okay, let's look at the fourth rule. Look at the fourth rule, guys. If two singular nouns they refer to the same person or thing, or two subjects together express one idea, the verb must be singular. Look at this example. So when I say the captain and manager of the team is coming, so we're talking about the same person. Let's understand Mr. X. Let's take an example, Mr. X. So that Mr. X is the captain, and the same Mr. X, exactly the same person is the manager also. That's why I'm saying the captain and manager of the team is coming, because we're talking about the same person. But if I want to talk about different persons, so I'll use this example like this. The captain and the manager of the team are coming. Why am I using are here? Because here I'm talking about two different people. Maybe the captain is Mr. X and the manager is Mr. Y. But there is a small note here. Look at this here. There is only one article used for the same person in this case, and there are two articles used for different persons. See, the captain and manager. So I'm not using any article before manager. But look at this example. I'm saying the captain and the manager. So here it's only one article used, that is with the captain. And the second one, if you see, there are two articles used here. The captain and the manager, because we're talking about two different people. So if you see, there are two singular nouns, and if they express one idea, if these nouns are used to talk about the same person, we use is. If these nouns are used to talk about different people, like two different people, of course, we say are here in this example. Because if you see, the captain and manager of the team is coming, here we're talking about the same person, and here the captain and the manager of the team are coming. You check this, all of you? Any question here? Any doubt here? Is this clear, guys? Crystal clear? Tell me how clear this is. Look at these more examples. Look at these examples. Bread and butter is his favorite food. I'm not saying bread and butter are his favorite food, because it together expresses one idea. So look at this here. Two subjects, they together express one idea. So I'm talking about bread and butter together. So bread and butter is his favorite food. How many of you like bread and butter? Tell me in the chat box. Look at a famous proverb that we use. Slow but steady wins the race. So we're talking about two subjects here. Slow but steady. But we're talking about the same person. It gives us one idea. The same person must be slow and the same person must be steady also. So slow but steady wins the race, not win the race. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. It's again a very popular saying. We are saying early to bed is the first subject and early to rise is another subject. But then we are talking about the same person. It gives us one idea. So when it together expresses one idea, the verb must be singular, not plural. Okay? Perfect, perfect. All right, I hope this is clear now. The fourth rule as well. I'm a sniper man. What do I mean? What do you mean by that, Preetham? Sniper man? Oh, that the one who uses that is using the sniper games, the shooter. I look like that. Okay, wonderful, platinum clear. Okay, perfect. So look at this here. Wins is singular. Wins is singular, guys. So when you add s in the verb, it becomes singular. For example, if I say I play, okay. So I'm talking about when of course when you talk about the first person, so you will say I play. But then when you talk about the second person, you play, they play. So I play, you play, they play. But then when I want to talk about he or she, we say he plays, she plays. So how is that you can make the verb singular? How is that you can use the verb in singular by adding s to it? So slow and steady wins the race, not win the race. Shivani has a doubt. What about time and tide? Exactly the same, like slow and steady. Time and tide waits for none, not wait. Perfect. Okay. Let's talk about the fifth rule here. Look at this here. When you use a phrase of measurement, which is probably plural in form, but it again takes a singular verb. A phrase of measurement, even though it's plural in form, it takes a singular verb. Look at this example. 2 hours. Now, 2 hours is of course plural, but here we are talking about as a phrase of measurement. Like we can measure 2 hours here. So 2 hours is a long time to wait because we are talking, it gives us one idea here. Again, if you see, 5 miles is too far to walk. I cannot write 5 miles are too far to walk because I'm talking about 5 miles as one unit of measurement here, as one phrase of measurement. So all those 5 miles, it gives me one idea as one distance. I'm measuring distance, right? I'm talking about distance. So 5 miles is too far to walk, not are far to walk. Similarly, 10 kilometers is a long distance, not are a long distance. 10 kilometers is a long distance because that's like a phrase of measurement. Okay, perfect. Look at the sixth rule. Look at the sixth rule. We use a singular verb after a subject with every, each, any, anything, everyone, someone, and nothing. These are called indefinite pronouns. All these words which we are using here, all these are indefinite pronouns. Why are we calling them indefinite pronouns? Because it doesn't give you one clear idea which person you're talking about. Like you don't get to know which person you're clearly talking about. So when I say every person must work hard, you're not being specific. You're not being definite. That's why it is called indefinite pronoun. So it always takes a singular verb. See, every pupil, that is every student, has a book. Pupil means a student, right? So every student or every pupil has a book. Each boy was wicked. Nothing happens in this place. So look at this here. We are using all singular verbs here. With all these words, every, each, any, anything, everyone, someone, and nothing, these are all indefinite pronouns. So with these indefinite pronouns, the verb will always be singular. Make sure this is a very important rule. Okay, this is a very important rule. Okay, thank you, Chirag. I'll be great only when I have great audience like you guys. Can you start English speaking class? That's what it is. Of course, we are learning topics on that. Don't worry. We'll have sessions on personality development. I have already made some sessions on personality development, spoken English, written English, and I'll keep making that only for you. The DG sir is only for you guys. All right, look at this here. Okay, let's talk about the seventh rule now. Look at this here. If two or more singular subjects, they are preceded by each. Preceded by each, that is, each or every is written before them. Preceded means before. Follow means after. So precede is actually opposite of follow. Follow is after, precede is before. So these two, if there are two or more singular subjects, they are preceded by each or every and are connected by and, again the verb is usually singular. Look at this here. Each boy and each boy and each girl was dressed with a new dress. Look at this here. Each boy and each girl was dressed with a new dress or in a new dress. So each boy is the first person, each girl is the second person here. Even though they are connected with and, we are using the singular verb. Why? Because they are again indefinite pronouns. Every man, woman, and child was charmed. See, look at this here. Even though it is connected with and. When we use the word every, each or every, the verb is always singular. Every man, woman, and child was charmed because the word every is used. So whenever you use the word every or each, the verb is always be singular. Every hour and minute brings its call for duty. Every hour and minute brings. See, we are using brings, not bring, because the word every is used. Okay, perfect. Let's look at the eighth rule here. Eighth rule. When two or more singular subjects are connected by or, nor, either or neither nor, they take a verb in the singular again. See, look at this here. Neither you nor I was there. See, either or, neither nor, or nor. Again, the verb is singular. Either you nor I was there, not were there. Look at the second example. Either Dhiraj or Sanal, Sanal is a friend, he's a friend of mine. So either Dhiraj or Sanal has eaten the mango, because mangoes are tasty. I love mangoes. How many of you like mangoes? Tell me in the chat box. Okay, look this here. Either Dhiraj or Sanal has eaten the mango. So either Dhiraj is the first person, Sanal is the second person. Still I'm using the singular verb has because either is used. So either Dhiraj or Sanal. So you're talking about either Dhiraj or Sanal. You're not talking about both of them. So either Dhiraj, ya to Dhiraj or Sanal. You're talking about them like one at a time. One at a time. That's why it is singular. Sorry. Okay. Look at the third example. The boy or the girl is fond of sweets. The boy or the girl is fond of sweets. Look at this here. The boy or the girl. We are using or. That's why we are saying is here. So two or more singular subjects, when they are connected by or, nor, either or neither nor, the verb is singular. Perfect. So Chirag also likes the mango. Awesome. Papa ki princess also likes mango, loves mango. Awesome. Okay, let's look at the ninth rule here. When the subjects are joined by again or, okay, when the subjects that are joined by or, neither nor, or either or, they are of different numbers. See, यहाँ पे क्या था eighth rule में? What do we had in eighth rule? That both are the singular subjects. In the eighth rule, two or more singular subjects. Here we are saying singular subjects here. But then when the subjects of the different number, let's say the first subject is singular and the second one is plural, and they are still joined by or, neither nor. So okay. Then the plural subject comes later. The plural subject comes later in this case, it is written second. You write the singular subject first and the plural subject you write after that. That is later. And the verb must be plural. Look at this here. Nikhil or his friends have done this work. Look at this here. In this case, Nikhil is only one person. This is singular. Then am I using or, the conjunction or his friends. Now look at this here. We have this friends as plural. I'm not saying his friend. I'm saying his friends. Of course, it's plural. So I'm using the verb according to this friends. According to friends. That's what is written here. The plural subject comes later and the verb must be plural. Okay. So neither Akbar nor his brothers were hurt. See? So neither Akbar is one person, nor his brothers. So I'm saying brothers, of course, it is more than one. It is plural. That is, it is written after. So first I'm writing Akbar, which is singular, and after nor I'm writing brothers. Same was in the first example. I'm writing Nikhil first, which is singular, and then I'm writing plural, or his friends. That's what is written. The plural subject comes later. Later matlab after or after nor. That is later. And the verb must be plural. The formal latter. You know, say formal latter. In this case, the verb is also plural. Perfect. Okay. Now, before we check out the 10th rule, I've got one more riddle for you guys. Check out this riddle. I'm white when I'm dirty and black when I'm clean. What am I? Now, usually when you are white, you are clean. But this particular thing, when it is white, it looks dirty. When it's black, it looks clean. What do you think it is? What am I? Can you guess the answer, guys? Can you guess the answer to this? You say blackboard. Okay, blackboard. All right, chalkboard. Perfect, perfect. For those who guess blackboard or chalkboard, that's the correct answer. Good job. You guys have got that good sense to judge the riddles there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's look at the 10th rule now. Look at this here. When the subject is joined by or, nor, either or neither nor, they are of different persons. The verb agrees in the person. The verb agrees in person with the one that is nearest to it. Now, what do we mean by that? Look at this here. Either he or I have done this. Look at this example. Now, when I'm saying either he is singular, or I. Now, after this, after or I'm using I. Okay. Now, the verb that I have to use, will be used according to I. Okay. Now, tell me this, guys. I have a question. In this example, either he or I, either he or I. So have is the verb here, right? So between he and I, which is the subject? Which is the subject closer to the verb? Which is the subject nearer, closer to the verb? Between he and I, which is the subject closer to the verb? Tell me in the chat box. It is very clear the subject I is closer. So you see this. Either he or I. So the verb is used according to I. If I use according to he, if I had to use the verb according to he, I'll use has, right? Either he or I has. That will be wrong English then. So when there is a sentence like this, like he is a second person pronoun and I is a first person pronoun, the verb will be used according to the subject that is closer to it. Even look at the second one. Look at the second one. Even if it's about number, singular or plural, neither Dhiraj nor his friends have come to the party. Look at this here. So I'm saying neither Dhiraj is of course singular, only one person, nor his friends. Now look at the second subject, which is plural. I'm saying friends, which is more than one, have come to the party. Now again, guys, between Dhiraj and the word friends, between the word Dhiraj and the word friends, which is the subject closer to the verb have? Between the word Dhiraj and friends, which is the subject closer to the verb? Between Dhiraj and friends, between the subject Dhiraj and friends, which subject is closer to the verb? Okay. The word friends is closer. Perfect. So you see, I'm using the verb have according to the verb that is closer. That is friends. If I use it according to Dhiraj, it will be has, right? Neither Dhiraj nor his friends has come to the party. Because if I talk about Dhiraj, that is singular. But here I have to use the verb. I have to use the verb according to the subject that is closer to the verb. So friends. Perfect. Now look at the 11th one. A collective noun. This is very important, guys. Pay attention. This is very important. A collective noun takes a singular verb when it is thought of as a whole and takes a plural verb when the individuals are separately thought of. Look at this example. The army was defeated. Now let's say in the army there were 100 soldiers, for example. Okay. Now it's a collective noun, right? What is a collective noun? We have seen this in types of noun. A collective noun is a collection of nouns, a collection of people or collection of things. That's what is called collective noun. For example, the words like bunch, group, team, a collection of something, that's called a collective noun. So of course the army is collection of soldiers. So I'm saying the army was defeated. Okay. Similarly, if you see, the herd is grazing. What is the herd? The herd is group of animals, right? The cattle, domestic animals. So if you take them out for grazing, something like that, the herd is grazing. I'm not saying the herd are grazing. We're saying the herd is grazing. The verb is singular. Okay. Now, if you see, there is a large audience. In the audience, you may have 100 people, but still, I'm saying there is a large audience. Okay. So, a collective noun will be used. A singular verb will be used with a collective noun if it is used as a collection. If it is thought of as a whole. See, if it is thought of as a whole idea, the verb is singular. But if you think of it as separately, if you think about the individuals in that collective noun separately, then you use a plural verb. Look at this here. Look at the difference in example. But the audience are requested to take their seats. Okay. Look at this here. I'm saying here there is a large audience, but in this sentence I'm saying the audience are requested. Why? Because I'm talking about the people in the audience separately. So if you talk about the collective noun as one idea, you will use a singular verb. But if the same collective noun, if the individuals of the same collective noun, the members of the same collective noun is thought of separately, then you will use a plural verb. Okay, look at this example. The jury has ordered to hang the man. The jury is, of course, those people in the court. They're elected by law to make a final decision there. So the jury has the certain members, right? More than two members. So of course, it is plural. But then we're talking about the jury as a collective noun. So if you talk about jury as one idea, when you look at jury as one idea, as one group, you're using a singular verb has. So the jury has ordered to hang the man. But then if you look at jury as separate members, if you look at jury as individual members, so it will be are. Look at this here. But the jury are divided in their opinion. The jury are divided in their opinion. Matlab the A person has a different opinion, B person has a different opinion, C person has a different opinion. That's why they are divided in their opinion. Exactly same with the word committee. Okay. The committee has agreed to take unanimous decision when you're using it collectively. But then if you're using it as individually, if you're using the word committee individually, that means you're talking about the individuals of the committee separately. So the committee are divided in respect of details. The committee usually raise their hands, okay, because you're talking about them as separately. So that's why I'm using their hands to vote yes. Okay. Okay, Chirag wants me to repeat this jury wala. Okay, so jury example. See, the word jury is for members. It's a group, right? It's a collective noun. But then if you talk about the entire jury, if you look at the entire jury as one group, if you're talking about them as one idea, so you use a singular verb has. But then if you talk about them separately, if you're looking at the members of the jury, if you're looking at the members of the jury individually, so I'm using a plural verb are. Depends on the example. You see the meaning. The jury has ordered to hang the man. That means all the people in the jury, all the members of the jury. So I'm using the word jury as a collective noun. Okay. But here I'm not using it as a collective noun. I'm talking about the members here. The jury are divided in their opinion. Perfect. All right. All right. Let's look at the second last one. The second last one, when we use these words, a lot of, a group of, or a number of. See, there is a lot of boys on the ground. There is a lot of boys on the ground. It is used collectively. I'm talking about there is a lot of boys. I'm using is here. There is a lot of boys. I don't know the exact number of boys, but I can see maybe, for example, 10 to 12 boys, 15 boys playing together. So I'm talking about them together. I'm talking about them together as a collection. So when we talk about them as collection, you use a singular verb. But then when you're talking about them separately, so a lot of boys are playing in the field. You see, a lot of boys are playing in the field because you're talking about them separately. Same, here is a group of boys, but a group of boys are enjoying a picnic. There is a large number of boys in his class, or a number of boys were caught copying. So it all depends on how you look at it. So in this example, especially the last example, if you see, when I say there is a large number of boys in this class, I'm basically talking about them as one collection. I'm talking about them together. So as one collective idea. But in the last example, a number of boys were caught copying. So I'm talking about them individually. Okay. So if I talk about them collectively, the verb will be singular. If I talk about them individually, that is separately, the verb is plural. And finally, let's look at the second last rule here. We have two more to go, the 13th and the 14th one. Look at this here. So when the words are joined with these, with, together, with, or as well as, the verb agrees with the first subject. See, look at this here. The Prime Minister, with all the members of the cabinet, has arrived. Look at this here. The Prime Minister, with all the members of his cabinet, has arrived. So when you use these phrases, with, together, if you simply use with or together with or as well as, the verb is singular. Okay, because it agrees with the first subject. Look at this example. They, with their father, deserve praise. Okay, Bipsha, as well as her friends, was punished. Look at the third example. You will understand this clearly from the third example, all of you. Look at the third example clearly. Bipsha, as well as her friends, was punished. So talking about as well as. So when you use as well as her friends, you're using a singular verb, was. Okay. Look at the last example. Mr. Smith, together with some of his friends, is buying some books, not are buying some books, because the verb will be used according to the first subject. I can give you a real life example. Let's say you buy a new phone. Let's say you buy a new phone. Okay, and you unbox your phone, you're super excited. It could be an iPhone or a OnePlus or Vivo, Oppo, whatever. And let's say the phone has okay, the phone has two covers. Okay, the back cover as well, the front cover as well. Let's say the phone, you got the phone with the two covers. So I can say the phone with its two covers. Okay, the phone with its, or together with its two cover, or as well as its two covers. Okay, the phone with its two covers, or together with its two covers, or as well as the two covers, is new. I will not say are new. So the phone as well as the two covers is new, not are new, because the verb must agree with the phone. The verb must agree with the word phone. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Finally, let's look at the last one. All right, here. Look at the last one. Pair nouns. So when you have pair nouns, the words like trousers, glasses, scissors, they are called pair nouns. They are plural in form and they always take a plural verb. So look here. These trousers need cleaning. Why they are called pair nouns? Because they are always used as pair, right? So when you want to talk about trousers, you have two legs of trousers. Glasses, of course, you have two sides of glasses. Scissors, of course, you have two blades of scissors, right? So if you see, these are called pair nouns. So these trousers need cleaning. Your new glasses are very nice, not is very nice. Here are the scissors. We always use a plural verb. This is a very common mistake, all of you. Make sure this doesn't happen. We cannot use a or numbers before the pair nouns. For example, not we cannot say not a trouser. This will be wrong English. We cannot say not a trouser, or we cannot even say two trousers. Okay, a trouser is also wrong English. Two trousers is also wrong English. You have to use the word pair of, pair or pairs of. Okay, talk about to make it singular or plural. Look at this here. The pair of trousers needs cleaning. So now you're talking about one pair. Okay, so the pair of trousers needs cleaning. Okay, how have three pairs of scissors managed to disappear? How have three pairs of scissors? Three pairs, there is three scissors, I'm saying. Three pairs of scissors, because each scissors has two blades. So that's why I'm saying three pairs of scissors managed to disappear. So if you want to make it singular, you have to use a pair of. You simply cannot say a trouser or a scissor, a glass. That's wrong English, guys. Always remember, the word trousers cannot be written as trouser. The word glasses cannot be written as glass. The word scissors cannot be written as scissor. This is always written with this spelling. Trousers, glasses, scissors. It is always plural. These words are always plural and they always take a plural form. They always take a plural verb. If you want to singularize them, if you want to use it in the singular form, you have to say a pair of trousers or two pairs of trousers, a pair of glasses or two pairs of glasses, a pair of scissors or two pairs of scissors. That's all it will be. So that's all about the first session, guys. That's all about the first session of subject verb agreement. This is a very challenging topic. It is a little confusing. In the second session, we will discuss some more important rules of the same topic. I would request all of you to have a replay of this video whenever possible. Revise this topic, and of course, I'll attach the description. I'll attach the PDF file in the description so that you can download the PDF of the same content and you can revise. So that's it. That's all for the first session. And make sure you enroll with the Vedantu Pro subscription that I spoke about at the beginning. See you all in the second session, in the next session of Subject Verb Agreement. And of course, see you all tomorrow. Until next time, I'm signing off. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, all of you. Bye bye.